but it was not really it was not a hardcover bestseller. It was a paperback bestseller, and then it sort of went underground. And I had no idea. I just wanted very much to go back to the characters and wanted to go back to Lestat in particular, who was sort of just a surprise to me in the first book. I never planned that character. He just kind of grew in the corner of my eye.
Lestat was my first crush. I loved him. And I wanted to be him.
Oh, me too.
He was so complicated, so sexy, immortal. He had all these, and he's such a complicated character. You fall in love with Lestat. And,
right.
I don't know if you want. I asked you before we came out. Is there anything off topic? And I do want to ask about the movie, because I certainly remember when Neil Jordan was making the movie, and I was excited to see your work, on the big screen. And I was disappointed with the casting of Tom Cruise when I heard that he was, because at that time I had such a strong image of Lestat from your books, and I'm like, oh, he's not Lestat. He's not. And it would be hard to imagine somebody who could pull off Lestat. And I thought Tom Cruise did a great job in the movie in the end, but I was, and I know that you had skepticism too. It was in the news.
I remember that.
I told you. Back to that time, if you could have cast anybody, living or dead, in the role of Lestat, who would you have picked?
Gosh, I mean, at the time there was talk of Jeremy Irons doing it, and of course this was a long time ago. But, I mean, I say that because we associate Jeremy Irons with older roles now, like the wonderful job he just did in The Borgias, which was fabulous. But I don't know. I can't remember anybody. Rutger Hauer was the actor at the time who I thought most resembled Lestat, but I don't know whether he would have done a great job in it. I can tell you there's an actor around today that I think would be great as Lestat, and that's Anson Mount. He's an actor in Hell on Wheels, which was filmed in Calgary. He's fabulous.
It's time for a remake of Lestat. It's just obviously a today's story of.
I think it would be great to have a remake, but I do think the movie turned out exceptionally well, thanks to Neil Jordan, and really thanks to the fact that the actors all did extraordinary jobs.
All the actors. Brad Pitt, I was really impressed with as Louis. I thought it was a beautiful film.
Right, and it was faithful to the book. It really was, and I thought that Tom Cruise did a bang-up job as Lestat, finally. And when I saw the film, when I saw the tape of it, David Geffen, the producer, sent me the tape. I just immediately called him and I said, "This is great." And, thereafter I was very pleased and very happy to promote the movie and talk about it. I think the movie's very much alive even now. I like to go on Amazon and see what the new people who are discovering it say, and it's wonderful to read those reviews of people that have just stumbled on it and never seen it before.
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful that worked out the way it did, actually.
Well, it's a tribute to the character that